And to have this conversation with us is Terry Nganga. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Kindly introduce yourself. Tell us what it is that you do and even the company that you're representing here today.
Okay, my name is Terry Nganga. I am a real estate advisor, realtor, coach, and an expert, if I may say. Because as I continue getting the experience, you get to learn much. And I'm also a director at Property Hall Investment Limited. Yes.
Experts. How long have you been? No, I'm just picking up on that because for you to say that, then that means you've been in this industry for quite a while.
Okay, what happened about 10 years ago, my parents, I had the privilege, they were also investing, and they did involve us a lot. So I would sell property, you know, on behalf and all that. And with time now, last year when COVID happened, I was like, you know, people always ask me questions and I'm like, okay, how do you go about it? You know, even the courage, and I'm like, okay, then let me move to a higher level. Let me be able to impact based on also what I've learned from my parents. So that is actually now how I got into the real estate. Yes.
How old were you when you were doing this business for your parents?
I just cleared high school.
Wow.
And, you know, it's that one of like, they were constructing our home.
Yes.
And let me tell you, have you ever gone and scrubbed those walls?
The cement.
Yes, those are the kind of works we are being given. And we were just lamenting with my siblings. And we are like, why do I have to do this? But I didn't know it was a life experience, or they were teaching me something.
Okay.
Yeah. So all that, you know, even like when materials are being brought on site, you're told today you're the one who is going to receive. How is that sand? And you're like, sand is sand. But you know, there are different components of the sand. Even going to view land, you're taken to a place, you're like, okay, the place is so sunny. How do I even stand under this sun? And know you're young, you're like, where do I sit? And I told there is no seating. Can you walk from beacon to beacon? So it just got, you know, that interest got into me. Yeah, and with time, I've just come to love real estate because I've also seen its benefits.
Okay.
And my mom was having arthritis, and you know, with arthritis, walking it becomes difficult. So we could do most of these errands for her. So that's how we got so much into that, what she also wanted to do.
Okay.
And unfortunately, like in the year also 2018, she was bedridden.
Okay.
So during that 1 year that she was bedridden, unfortunately, she also passed on.
Poorly.
And every time I would go to her bedside, and we were all just talking real estate. And another thing that made me love it is, you know, just those small investments that they had done. As siblings, were never told to chip in terms of the upkeep. I know it's when somebody's bedridden, there is so much money that is required.
Yes.
We were never told to chip in. Actually, we'd go home and you go back with shopping. And you're like, Mom, you've bought as in it's as we were supposed to be. And she's like, no. You guys have young families you need to take care of. And I was like, okay, I wish every one of us would be able to have that kind of life, that even after retirement or just in case of any sickness, you don't have to rely on your peers, you don't have to rely on your children. You having that small investment that you've done, you're comfortable. Yeah, so that gave me so much encouragement, and I was like, if she could do it at that state,
then I can do it.
Me who is so whole.
Yes.
And you know, one of the interesting bits was she could construct when she's on the bed. You know, that was, and we could tell her, no, why don't we do it for you? And she's like, no, I'm just lying down here. My brain is so functional. It's only that now, you know, with arthritis, it needs the bones. Makes the bones dysfunctional. So she could tell us, no, my brain is so functional. So what will I be doing here? Let me think about the cement. Let me think about the fundi. And, you know, I was so amazed. And I would tell her, for me, this is an encouragement. Yes. I want it to. I don't think you know, you can't say I can't do anything because she did it when she was asleep.
Yeah.
She could tell one bag of cement can build how many courses.
Okay.
So when she's getting a report in the evening, she's like, okay, how far have you gone today? Will be sent, yes, but at least she knows. Tomorrow you'll not tell her, I did 2 courses, yet it's supposed to go 3. So with experience, you become a master.
That is so true.
You become a master.
And today we're talking about millennials and how to guide them into investing in real estate and the importance of even getting into that space as young as they can.
Yes.
Once you have the opportunities and the money. Why is it so important?
One, like I've said, experience.
Yes.
You see, as you continue, when you start early, you gain that experience. And experience is the best teacher. Don't do it on the periphery, because at the end of the day, you know, as you, today you'll know this, tomorrow this. Something else.
Yes.
So with time, that experience is what you're now going to, you'll never even get conned. I was telling a friend of mine, right now, if I meet a fraud, okay, you know the challenges in the real estate. If I meet somebody and they are blinking their eyes that, you know, too much, to me, I'm like, this person, I doubt that's their land. It also gives you that you don't have so much responsibility. Remember, let's say you just got out of campus, college, at the age of, let's say, 22, 23. Your first check, you can enjoy it. It's good. The next, because you don't have so much responsibility, try and save. Because real estate is a bit capital intensive.
Yeah.
So you need to have that saving habit. So start by saving and do something. Either buy property, you can even lease and do something on somebody's property. So that's why you need to start early. At least you don't have too much responsibility. When your kids are now going to school and you're already miles ahead, I'm telling you, you'll never go back. You'll always have that start. You've already taken steps ahead of even your peers.
Yes.
The other thing, you know, Albert Einstein is an inventor. He's talked of the 8th wonder of the world, which is the compound effect. Money makes money. And that's why you see when somebody invests, at an early age, now get them in their 50s, people will be saying, oh, that lady is so rich, that man is so rich. Why? Because they did it early.
Yes.
So you reinvest, you go reinvesting. And that is what I've seen with the real estate also. Let's say you do even build rentals. And rentals don't have to be like, you know, you don't have to say I own 2-bedroom. Can start with single rooms.
Yes.
But you've got to check on the location of where you invest in.
Okay.
Now, you can do, you know, if you have like a 50 by 100, you can do like 2 rooms. Even tinned, those what we call mabati. Or even stone, because okay, the good thing with bricks, it's that it's more long lasting. Do 2. Come back and add another one based on the rent that you've gotten. So you see, this reinvesting is what we are calling the compounding effect. You will keep increasing your revenue. At the end of the day, you're able to retire early.
That is so true.
You don't have to be so like this time when COVID happened, people lost their money. People, in terms of business,
That's
those already in business.
Yes.
Also, for people who didn't, their jobs, some even got a salary cut. But had you invested in whatever kind, I'm telling you, you still live the way you were. As in your
lifestyle doesn't change much.
It doesn't change much.
Because you already have income coming in from a different side, from a different angle, but then you need to have started something for you to be able to enjoy that kind of lifestyle.
Yes.
Otherwise, everything changes for you.
Yes, it will. And, you know, you've got to take this initiative. It also gives you, when you invest early, it also makes you form these habits early. I remember like when we cleared, okay, I'm an accountant by profession, so I do my calculations very much.
Okay.
But we cleared, and I got my job. By then I was married. I just I wanted to go on holiday or party with my first salary.
Yes.
Hubby is just telling me, I have identified a plot, and I'm like, you have identified a plot?
What?
The first, I even asked him, even my first salary, you want to tell me we are not going to enjoy? He was like, no, we are going to enjoy. And luckily I can say it was cheap.
Yes.
We are talking of about 150,000. So 150,000, he added me, and we were able to pay 50.
Okay.
We talked with the landowner,
yes.
and we did it in 5 months.
Ah.
So within those 5 months, we are talking of 50, 50, 50.
Yes.
Actually, no, we did 50. So you can imagine the other 4 months, we are talking of 100.
Yes.
So it's something that you can forego. You can forego lunch and all that, and
pay up.
And so
invest.
with that, now I've formed that habit of trying to save up.
Okay.
There are things I look at and I'm like, okay, this can wait. And what I call delayed gratification.
Yes.
Can we have a culture whereby, yes, enjoy. I always tell people, enjoy, but do to a limit that you can still enjoy even when
you're older.
When you're older.
Yes. And it doesn't have to, most of people think that if you want to get into, investments and real estate, you need to have a huge chunk of money. But it's just the habit of putting kidogo kando, kidogo ingine kando, kidogo ingine kando.
Yes.
And then eventually you'll have big money.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
So true.
I was talking with another lady and she was telling me that should have been in the 90s.
Yes.
She just gotten employed and she'd come from a very poor background. So she wanted to better her life. Then she got married and they got 2 kids. Then she identified a piece of land and she told the hubby, can we go and invest?
Yeah.
The guy was like, no, we've just gotten employed. Can you wait? Let us enjoy this life. But she was like, no, this is not the kind of thing I want. Okay, they did break up because now for her she was just too focused. So she's worked, she's managed. She's done a very good restaurant, and she was buying very cheap land.
Yes.
Can you imagine after they retired, because they were the same age about 5 years ago, this guy had not invested, and he would go to her place every weekend, just to feel there's something he's doing. But she told me she couldn't go back to that relationship. The guy had already remarried, so
Yes.
it was okay. But, when I listen to that story, I'm like, at my retirement, do I really want to go and I have nothing to do. I've got to go to somebody's place because then they've invested. I was like, okay.
That is not the life that you want for yourself, and you're able to choose that for yourself now.
Yes.
If you've just finished college, just your first job, and you do not have a lot of responsibilities, then why not? Why not start saving up, investing your little money, kidogo to, and eventually probably buy that piece of land or get those rentals, get into that business. If you have any questions whatsoever when it comes to real estate and investing, please send them in. We're going to go on a very short commercial break, but Kirudi Terry will be here to answer all your questions. 111 444 111, that is our SMS line. Don't go too far. There's 111 444 111. That is our SMS line. And if you have any questions whatsoever when it comes to investing and getting into the real estate, how do you do that? What do you need? All the questions that you have. Zitume kwa sababu tuko hapa kwa ajili yako, and we have a question here for you, Terry. Hi Mwikali, I've always wanted to get into real estate after university, but how much really would I need to get into it? Is it advisable to take a bank loan for that? Because I doubt I can afford it right now.
Thanks a lot for that question. And what I would encourage somebody, okay, what do you want to do with that property? Okay. Or do you want to buy land? Is it for speculation? Is it for maybe land being a factor of production? You can do anything with the land. So you've got to first have your priorities right. And anyway, yes, you can pick a loan if you're accessible to it and buy property. Why? It will appreciate with time. But again, what did you want to do with this land? If it's property, yes, you can. For me, I can say, at that young age, at least you've got the time
To pay the loan.
to pay up the loan. Yes.
Okay, so it is advisable for you to do that. But if you're getting a loan to get a piece of land, is it important then to make something out of the land in terms of helping you to repay the loan?
Yes, there's so many things that you can do with this land. One, if everything, okay, what I say about land is that it's based on location.
Okay.
If it is at a place that you can even hire out as grounds for functions, weddings, please utilize it. You can also do farming, be it on small scale or large scale.
Yes.
Even on small scale, you can do your vegetables and all that. And now the amount of money you'd have used to go to shop in the market, you use these vegetables, so that money you can use it to repay. I've seen situations whereby, like on this side of Dagoretti, people get like quarter acre, they come and get a lease and they build up structures like single rooms, they rent out. The amount that you'd have paid for the loan is well covered by the rent you receive. So
if you can be able to do that as well, then I think that will be even better.
Yes.
Kuna swali nyingine hapa. Where is it? Where are you? Okay. Hi Mwikali, sasa kama mtu mwenye hana means at all and does not know where real estate starts from but is interested, how do they learn the ways around it?
Fortunately, those are the kind of questions I've been asked by so many people. And I did a course. Is it formulated a course? Or I have a coaching program whereby I take you through these steps. Because it's a 3-day program, 1 hour per day. And I'll take you through how do you go about it. What factors do you consider? How can you use this land? Due diligence. Before you buy, I always tell people, please, due diligence is not after you buy.
No,
it is
before.
It is before. How do you do it? So I've formulated, I have that coaching program. I'm training people each and every day. And I've done, the cohorts I've done, the kind of feedback I got, I was very impressed. Because they're like, yes, now I have the courage to move forward. Luckily for me, I had a mentor who was my parents. I've also been surrounding myself with, do I say, like the old people or somebody who's already done that real estate. I've surrounded myself with them. So, I read a lot about real estate. So with that now, with the knowledge I've gained, I'm able now to transmit it to other people.
Okay.
So I would encourage people, it's not difficult, but you need to be handheld. Reach out to me. I have the coaching program. Once, at least I'm doing it every month. And there's also another one now I decided to start on children, money skills for children.
Okay.
Because if you learn at an early age, I was talking to my kids and they were telling me, they're the ones who are telling me it is this, do this. No, we need to do 1, 2, 3. And I'm like, for sure, if we learn these money skills from an early age, by the time now you go into your first employment, or you get into business, at least you know how to handle investing. It is not a difficult thing, only that there are some myths that have been in the industry. That one, it is for the people who are not learned. But I'm telling you, if you look at the benefits of real estate, even you who is, you will run there.
In the same breath, there's also been stories about people getting conned, and now people are very skeptical with the many companies that have come out talking about real estate. And people, we don't know, but maybe you can give us, hints or tips on when you're getting into that space, how to be careful, how to be vigilant. How do I do my due diligence before getting into an arrangement with a con man?
Thankfully, with the digitalization of the lands ministry, so much, those problems will now come to an
Zinaisha.
end. Zinaisha.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is one, for me, that is what I'm always telling people. That will be due diligence, a big part that will have been taken care of. 2, gut feelings. You meet you just meet somebody and it tells you, please don't
Listen.
force. Don't force. People advertise, companies will advertise about land being sold somewhere. Please be calm. Don't rush. There's one in Sijui Kitengela, you go running. There's off plan, you go running. But have you understood what it's all about?
Yeah.
Have you understood? And then also do the due diligence. I categorize due diligence into 3.
Okay.
Personal, social, and official.
Okay.
By personal, I mean kindly visit the land. If you're not able to, there's what we call somebody who is trusted. And then ask as many questions as possible. I remember there's a land we went to and we were asking questions, the purported seller. We were asking questions and the person, because didn't know about the land, they just identified this one is vacant. I can sell. That's why you see those
Plots not for sale.
Yes. So they'll identify one and they'll take you there. But they don't know the land history. They don't even know where the road passes. They know nothing. So ask as many questions as possible. But you can only ask when you go there.
Yes.
So when we went to ask, when we were asking the questions, the guy got irritated. He's like, why are you asking me so many questions? If you don't own the land, this land is so prime. So I told the guy, no, let's do this. Just hold on. No, hold on.
Yeah.
It's okay. Okay, now you try to come because already you're on site.
Yes.
Then a few days later, we went back there. To the
Without him?
Yeah, without him.
Okay.
Actually, that is what I call social.
Okay.
Go back without the seller. Ask around. You'll get neighbors who will always give you the answer.
Okay.
And they're like, apana, this land is of Sijui who? And you're like, oh, okay. So you'd have lost. And so many people have been able to get out from fraudsters by just doing that form of know your neighbor.
Okay.
Know your neighbor. And actually, even we had formed a certain culture of, I don't want to know my neighbor. But that neighbor is so crucial.
That is true.
There are places I go to view land, and I get somebody, a neighbor rushes. Oh, okay, you've come, eh? And then they give you so much story. And you're like, okay. So for me, that is already due diligence.
Okay.
You visited the place, you saw everything, you talk to your neighbors, because the neighbors have a lot of information.
Yes.
The other aspect is
The
the official now. Go to the lands ministry, do a search. Please, if you get a broker outside, he will tell you there's so many impossibilities. It's okay. Even if it takes you 1 week, it is better than having not done.
Yes.
And like I've said, thankfully, we have the digitalization that is coming up. And when I listen to the CS talking about it, I'm so now at ease that most of these problems we are going to wipe them out. You see, just like what happened with the motor vehicle registration, that industry used to be a mess. Even buying a vehicle to you, it was so difficult. But right now,
it's seamless.
Yes, the same thing I know will happen with that lands ministry.
Okay.
And please be ready to do the work.
Okay.
I always also tell people, dress comfortably. I wish you can see me as I'm going to view this land.
Yes.
I have my rubbers on.
Yes.
I don't have, I'm dressed according to the weather.
Yes.
Because there's some places you'll walk. It is just so dusty. But now you had...
Ukienda na heels uko.
Utachokea
katikati.
Yes.
That is so true.
And that is what some of them want. The fraudsters want you to get tired. And now when you get tired, you see you'll not even want to ask so many questions.
That is so true. We have a couple more questions for you, Terry. Hi, Mukali, I love your show. Please give me her phone number. Anne and I need guidance in investing well. So how can people reach you directly?
Okay, my phone number is 0721 552 820.
Just say it again.
0721 552 820.
Okay. Hello Mwikali, nimefanya kazi since 2017, earning 25k per month. Naweza save kwa njia gani na niko na wife na watoi wawili? We. 25k, wife, 2 kids, and they are looking to save per month. Or probably is there a lipa mdogo mdogo kind of plan when it comes to real estate?
Yeah, real estate, the beauty you can do, these, you build up your savings. And also I encourage people to have several sources of income.
Okay.
When COVID happened, people were now working from home. And I saw a rise in online writing, digital marketing. What else can you do? Where is your passion? You may, if I may give an example with you.
Yes.
Maybe fashion.
Yes.
Maybe training people on presenting in terms of even like public speaking.
Yes.
Can you do something extra to enhance your income? Then now this income you get, you now go and invest. There's also, you can even like dipping your legs in real estate. You can go and rent a block, and that one I've done it. My parents have done it and turned it into a hostel. You see, you just have to be aggressive in ensuring that you have the hostels fully occupied. So with that now, you get more income.
Yes.
And now take it to investing.
Okay.
But ultimately, you've got to have that culture of savings. Live below your means. Delay gratification.
Okay.
So that at the end of the day, you have that, that amount of money that now you can take to really investing.
Okay.
I was in Nanyuki, and I was talking to a certain lady 2 years ago, where now she stays and she has 2 acres. 2 years ago, land was going an acre, 40,000.
Ah.
Yes, 40,000.
Okay.
Today, as we speak, an eighth is going for 450,000. So
Okay.
can we also invest in time
Okay.
to look around these properties? If I always tell people, go, when you hear people are going there, don't take your time. Please rush and go there and buy. I sell property. I have land I'm selling at, it's also in Nanyuki, 1.3 million an acre, 1.5 million an acre. And, when you surround yourself with people who have not invested, they'll tell you, oh, that place is far. Oh, I always tell people there are so many successful stories. So if you're able even to join up 2-3 people, I'm telling you, it is not a mystery.
Yeah.
Because we are talking of 1.5, a whole acre.
Okay.
It is not a mystery.
Shikana hivi will be able to get something.
Look at what Chamas are doing. People wanashikana, they come and buy. They come and buy. At the end of the day, you demystify this real estate investing.
Terry, we have like a minute to go. Final question. I've been in a group of investors for almost 9 years now. Our agent keeps asking us for money to do things like fencing and titles, but to date, we have never seen our land physically. I'm already feeling like it's a con. How can you help us, Terry? 9 years.
9 years. Are they out of the country? Are they within the country?
Yes. I think that personal number would be able to help them so that they can get in touch with you. But there's so many things about this question that we do not know.
Yeah, because again, if they're out, who else can we trust?
Yes.
And I always say we can always, there's a way you build relationships. I've also bought property for people who are outside the country.
Yes.
And I've done all that kind of what I call investing. Because for me, I say integrity is what will keep you in the industry.
Yes.
I don't want to eat these small amounts of money. Okay. And I go, looking
behind your back, killer sir. Terry, our time is up. Numbers again and location.
Okay. My phone number 0721 552 820 and my Facebook page Property Hall Investment and Instagram the same, and I also use my personal profile Terry Nganga.
Okay.
So
Kupate
I
hapo.
would be so much, join the especially like the coaching program.
Okay.
Because it's just basics.
Okay,
It's just
okay.
understanding what it's all about.
Sawa, sawa. Thank you so much, Terry. I don't know if we have time to read our winners. I'll just do that. Do I have time, boys? After break, I will read our winners after break. Don't go too far.